Peace and love, fam. Dealing with a series on the women's health videos. Today, this will be part one. I'll break down a few things. I'm gonna break down those herbs that are gonna be beneficial to you guys. The top herbs that I've researched that are specifically beneficial for women's health. You know what I mean? So we'll go ahead and make sure that we get that in. All right. When you come into the building, guys, give a big thumbs up. Shout out if you haven't shouted out your city. It's a good morning, hopefully, for everyone. And again, guys, we're going to be dealing with this women's health series. I'm going to break down the herbs specifically pertaining to menopause, PMS, and women's overall health, as well as I'm going to break down my daily regimen, guys, that I go about doing. We'll also talk about some collagen boosting herbs, the best herbs for collagen. Many of you guys suffer, or many of us suffer from our skin starting to sag, a lot of wrinkles starting to pop up, and those type of things. A lot of that has to deal with the lack of collagen that we're getting, that we're not getting due to our diet, due to several things. So we'll talk about some herbs that are specific for that. We'll also, again, talk about some herbs, again, that is specific to PMS, menopause, and I'll give you guys a breakdown of my daily health regimen that I do with the herbs based off the conditions that I'm dealing with as far as my health is concerned. Excuse me one second. I'm still dealing with this cough. I thought I had got rid of that cough, but I didn't. But let's get right into it. Not going to really wait on anybody to come into the building. They can do the replay if they have to. So basically, we're dealing with some herbs for women's health that I believe that you guys should try to invest in. Do your research. We have that Cassandra berry. We have that wild yam. We have that Siberian ginseng, as well as the chase berry and blue buplorium. Again, guys, I'll do a video where I actually have these things listed, and you can always go back and replay that video and find out exactly what it is and what they do. Right now, I'm just breaking it down on this live. Also, we're dealing with the herbs that seem to have the most impactful, beneficial impact on PMS and menopause. We're dealing with that alfalfa. We're dealing with that evening primrose. We're dealing with that valerian root, black cohosh, and Don Quee. Excuse me. I'm still dealing with that cough. Got some congestion in my chest that I was hoping that this ginger tea break up. It seems to break it up, but it seems to still give me an issue while I'm trying to talk. So those are 10 herbs right there, guys. I'll repeat it real quick. It's Cassandra berry, wild yam, Siberian ginseng, chaseberry, and buplorium. I believe I'm pronouncing that right. Again, I'll leave this information not in the description of this video, but I'll do an exact video that breaks down these herbs. Again, we're dealing with the herbs that are essential for women's health. Now, specific herbs that are dealing with the PMS and the menopause, guys. Many people was asking about that in the last video that I did. It's the alfalfa, the evening primrose, the valerian root, black cohosh, and Don Quee. So those are some herbs that you definitely want to do your research on and try to implement into your daily routine. Also, collagen boosting herbs that you guys definitely want to engage in. Again, collagen is absolutely essential for a number of reasons. One of the best is the connective tissues of the body. It helps to keep the body tight as far as the skin is concerned. And you want to make sure that you're getting enough nutrients and enough specific nutrients that has collagen in it, so you can definitely keep the skin as tight as it can be. You know what I mean? Also, these are those specific herbs: Chinese nutweed, knotweed, and horsetail. It's genostemia and stingy nettles. And I added sea moss because sea moss has a great benefit with the collagen as well. All right. Again, you'll hear me cough a few times, guys, because I'm still getting some of this stuff up out of my chest. Don't allow that to alarm you or to make you disgusted. All right. So now let's move on. Now, other collagen boosting herbs are horsetail, again, the gynostemia and the nettles. So horsetail is one of those herbs that I left out. What's up? What's up, Darlene Long? Good morning. Shout out to you. Where you from, Darlene? I don't know if I've seen you in the feeds before. Excuse me. Again, guys, I'm dealing with a little bit of this congestion. Had a bad allergy outbreak. It's been over a week, but I drank so much that Oxford in the house, Darlene. It drained so much that it actually got clogged up in my chest. So now I'm working on getting that out. I'm utilizing that ginger tea, that turmeric tea to help break it up, along with a number of other things. All right. Also, guys, one of the things, what's up, Sandra? Make sure you give a shout out when you come in. Also, get that thumbs up. Also, ladies, again, we touched a little bit on the cosmetics that you guys are using that are literally damaging to the body and have been linked to cancerous outbreaks or cancer becoming prevalent in women in specific things. Basically, not just women, but for the most part, utilizing talc. I'm pretty sure by now you guys are aware that talc, which is an ingredient that is found in baby powder, feminine hygiene products, and personal care products, has been linked to ovarian cancer. I think it was Johnson & Johnson that has been sued for the misleading information that they had with the talc powder. So many of you guys are utilizing that baby powder and those feminine hygiene products. You want to check the ingredients and make sure that it doesn't have this ingredient, TALC, talc. All right. So you want to make sure that that is not going on. What's up, Betty? What's up, Betty Love? Which email? Let me give you the emails again, Betty Love. You sure? I'm gonna give you 2 emails. All right. I'm gonna write it down right here. All right, guys, just give me a moment to make sure I write this down right for Betty Love as far as the email was concerned. Again, guys, we're dealing with women's health today, and this will be a series of videos. If you came in just a little bit late, I dealt with 10 herbs that are going to be great for daily use for the woman, as well as specific use with PMS and menopause. In our last live video, many individuals were talking about menopause and what was going on with that. And I did a little bit more research on what it was that I had done before, and I came back with something different. So with the Beyond competition, Betty, you know, Betty Love, you want to make sure you use Beyond, BEYOUND competition. The read.monte29@yahoo.com. That's a video. That's what you go into to get to my PayPal account. I haven't downloaded. I think you might have been the one that asked about the asked if I had the Cash App. I haven't downloaded that yet. I will be doing that soon if you don't have the thing. But those are 2 emails that you should be able to reach me at. And yes, I spelled it correct on both of them right there. So yes, read.monte29@yahoo.com, and it's Beyond Competition at gmail.com. Those are the 2, all right, that you can reach me at. Now let's get back to what we was talking about. We're talking about those cancer causing cosmetics and the ingredients, guys. Many of you guys are really not being aware of what it is that you're putting on your body. You believe that for some reason that these things or cancer just happens. It's just a natural process of the human evolution that we are prone and designed to acquire cancer. But this isn't the case. This isn't the case at all, in my opinion. It's the lifestyle, it's what we're consuming, and as well as what it is we're putting on our body. And again, it's starting to show in the research and showing these class action suits that a lot of these cosmetics that you guys have been using, specifically women, is that the cosmetics that you're using, the things that you're putting on your body, the hair dye that you guys are putting in your hair, the lipstick, the eyeliners, the makeup, all that stuff has some damaging chemicals in it that have been linked to cancer. So you want to make sure that you know these ingredients, all right? That's our in certain of them. So another one is called powdered titanium dioxide. I did a video on dioxide just a few days ago. You want to go check that out. It's found in loose powdered makeup, and it affects the respiratory system. It's been linked to respiratory cancer. Again, guys, it comes back to the point right here. There's nothing that is just happening. There's a reason behind why things are occurring and occurring at a much higher rate than it has in the past. It's not just because people are being diagnosed and we have the tools to diagnose them. It's also because of what it is that we're utilizing via technology that has allowed us to do certain things. And many people in the industry of cosmetics and in food, etc., is they're really about their wealth. So they're using ingredients and chemicals that they have not thoroughly researched, or if they have thoroughly researched, they don't care that it's causing to you. They just want you the product. Many of you don't want to believe that, but it's obvious when this stuff comes to light. So let's move on. We're talking about oxybenzone and octinoxate and PABA. These words are tying my tongue up, so I don't know if I'm pronouncing them correct. Again, I do videos on these things, but they're found in sunscreens, and they have been shown to be hormone disruptors, feminizing a feminizing agent in the male and female. So if you have males that are utilizing, even females that are utilizing sunscreens with these chemicals in it, these chemicals are causing hormone disruption, and it has a feminizing agent that affects the male and the female. So again, a lot of this behavior that is not, in my opinion, natural to the male and female physiology is taking on a attack by the number of chemicals that are being allowed into the body via numerous different ways. What's up, Bubble B? Nah, not a pastor, Bubble B. Not a pastor at all right? So, but I thank you for the comment. And give a shout out to where you at, Bubble B. Yeah, I'm just sharing knowledge. Definitely not a pastor though, guys. If you don't know, I'm not tied to any type of religious community, although I respect those who are religious. You know what I mean? So it's not a strike against you being religious, guys. I respect those who are religious and attempt to live their religion. And on that note, guys, I actually think I may have lost a friend because of religion. You know what I mean? And again, I have no issue with individuals who are religious and attempt to live what it is that they believe. I have an issue with individuals trying to impose upon me their religious belief. At the end of the day, if I'm wrong, I'll know when I leave this earth that I was wrong. But as for right now, logically and reasonably thinking, as I am, I don't do religious. I do believe that there's a higher being. I do believe that there's something greater than me that created me and that creates everything else. And that which created me is in me from day one. and in everything that it creates. So I don't look outside of myself as it concerns the God that is within. And I'm not saying that God isn't everywhere, but it is everywhere because I said it's in everything that exists. I just don't believe in the religious construction of that. So don't get offended, guys. Don't allow your religion to keep you away from information that is pertinent, which many individuals do. They become emotional when they hear that individuals don't believe as they believe. And then I found too often, just like my friend that may not be my friend anymore. It is what it is. Like he's a good dude, but he's not trying to live not 1 cent of what it is that he's trying to introduce me to. So how could I follow you? Not saying that I would follow you because I've studied the religions, guys. For those of you who don't know, I spent a lot of time in prison. I spent years in prison. I studied the Bible back and forth. I studied the Quran up and down. I study other religions, you know what I mean? And like I said, I don't disagree that there's a supreme existence of intelligence. I just don't buy the religious construction of that intelligence. That's just the difference, guys. So again, I lost a friend, I believe, and he ain't even trying to attempt to live what it is he was trying to present to me. So I had to check him. I still love him though. Hopefully he'll come back around. And I ain't got no problem with him trying to be religious. Just don't force it on me. All right, guys. So we're back into what it is we was talking about. I got sidetracked. All right, so now let's finish up these cancer causing, and these are only a few things that I've come across when it comes to the cancer causing cosmetics and their ingredients, guys. You want to be aware of that, especially ladies. You really want to be aware of what it is you're putting on your body, what you're putting in your skin, on your skin, especially as far as that makeup and that hair dye is concerned. Even using the baby powder, these things are damaging to the body, and they've been linked to cancer and etc. Excuse me one more time, guys. I got a cough. All right. So basically, each time I'm coughing, it may sound yucky, but it's breaking up that which is in my chest, and trying to talk definitely makes it a little bit more difficult to move on. Now let's deal with the 10 things that I'm doing. Not the 10 things. Let's deal with my daily regimen for the things that I'm suffering from, guys. All right. For those of you who don't know, I treat everything that I go through naturally, guys. So I'm dealing with a few things. I got a heart condition called SVT, that's supraventricular tachycardia, that required for me to have a defibrillator put in my chest about 7 years ago because I was passing out and they really didn't know what was going on until it happened to me while I was in the hospital again, like 5 times. All right. So I'm dealing with that. Also, I'm dealing with back surgery that I had about 10 years ago. Also, I'm dealing with levels of blood pressure levels that are usually considered to be higher than normal. So basically, guys, what I'm utilizing on a daily basis to try to get my minerals and all those things in is basically this is what I do for my morning regimen. When I get up quite early. I utilize the CBD oil either before I go to bed or when I wake up in the morning, or both in the morning and at night. The CBD oil for me tends to calm the system down even in the morning. So sometimes I can see where I'm a little bit too calm as far as the body is almost feeling like it's sleepy, so to speak. So when I'm feeling like that, I try to utilize it on at night and don't utilize it in the morning so much. All right. So generally speaking, I utilize it at night. Sometimes I utilize it in the morning if I feel like I'm overhyped because of my heart condition, which speeds up the beating of my heart, and that's what causes the issues. So I utilize the CBD oil. I take 2 cayenne pepper pills that I make myself. I take those on a regular basis throughout the day. I take 2 in the morning, 2 at noon, and I take 2 around 6 o'clock. Now, why am I taking so many? Because cayenne pepper has not been a link to anything that you can overdo. And the reason I'm taking it is because it moves blood. Cayenne pepper is a mover of blood. It helps the blood flow. It also relaxes the heart valves. I believe it's particularly dealing with the contractions in and out, relaxes that soft muscle tissue in the heart. It also is a healer of wounds in the body because I'm also dealing with an umbilical hernia that I'm dealing with. So that's why I take that. Then I do the lemon water and apple cider vinegar. Again, this helps with the digestion of foods, etc. Obviously, my digestion is a little slow because I fast anywhere from 16 to 20 hours daily. Therefore, the metabolism will become slower, so to speak. That's because you are not uh, feeding the body all that food where metabolism has to try to work to break that food down all day long. So the metabolism automatically slows because it's not having to work. Therefore, it's saving its energy to do what it needs to do when it needs to start back working. All right. In that way, it's not that it's not working, it's that it doesn't have the overload of food coming in hour after hour after hour, and the destruction that comes from trying to metabolize food as far as the oxidation is concerned of the cells. You know what I mean? So you want to make sure that you engage in fasting if you're healthy enough to do so. Also, I take the chlorella because the chlorella has a detoxification effect. It also helps to raise up B12 levels. They say that vegans are naturally deficient in B12 because they're not consuming animal products. This is not the truth. The truth is that all the vitamins and minerals can be found in the plant kingdom, in the herb kingdom, which are plants, and you just have to know where to find them at. And most individuals don't know. You know what I mean? Sea moss and bladder rats, because the sea moss, that's a combination, sea moss and bladder rat powder together. Sea moss contains the 92 minerals that the body need out of 102 minerals. So it's great for that. You know what I mean? What's up, no weapon found? It's great for that. So you want those minerals, guys. You want to make sure that you're receiving those minerals, and the sea moss is a great source of the minerals that the body needs. And again, one of the biggest things that we don't understand is it's the lack of minerals and vitamins that accelerates the disease process of the body, and it helps to deteriorate the body that much faster. So if you can get those minerals and those vitamins into the system, then you'll be able to pretty much stave off certain things that are happening to you. You understand what I'm saying? As far as the health is concerned. Also, what I do is I take the stinging nettle. Now, the stinging nettle, I do that because I have enlarged prostate. I hadn't had it diagnosed, but I have read the symptoms of it. So I know what it is that I was dealing with. And once I started to take the stinging nettle and the saw palmetto, it really helped with the prostate, with the urine issues that I had, because it's a blood circulating type of a herb. Also, again, it is good for collagen as well, guys. So the stinging nettle is good for collagen. So it's not only for the male; it's a universal type of herb. So it's male and female, which all herbs are, but some have specific benefits for the specific gender. All right. And the saw palmetto, that again is great for the prostate, but it also helps with libido. Also, it helps with fertility and hair growth. So those are the main herbs that I'm taking daily. You know what I mean? I also incorporate my cat's claw maybe once or twice a week because it's powerful at ridding the body of parasites, etc. Also do the milk thistle. The milk thistle is powerful when it comes to the liver and detoxing the liver and regenerating cells on the liver. Many of us have liver damage, not because we are drinkers, because of what it is that we are definitely consuming. All right, I'm gonna answer a few questions real quick and we'll get right back to it. All right, good morning, No Weapon. No doubt about it. Bumblebee, somebody said that apple cider vinegar is very acidic, but I use it to spray on my hair, soak the feet, and take it internally. Yeah, it's acidic, but the body needs acidic, a certain level of acidic. Many individuals, many of us who study Dr. Sebi, and I love Dr. Sebi, tend to think that you can only be alkaline. The body doesn't want to be too alkaline or too acidic. The stomach needs acid in order to break down the foods that are broke down by the stomach. Many of them of which are protein based. So the stomach needs to be acidic. What heartburns come from is the fact that the stomach is not acidic enough. What's up, Margaret Laws? The heartburn, the stomach is not acidic enough. It doesn't have enough acid in it. Therefore, there's a little valve at the top of the stomach that opens and closes. That valve stays open, and therefore you are having a heartburn, not because you are consuming too much acid, because you don't have enough acid in the stomach in order to keep that valve closed. All right. So that's another thing that we want to understand. No one individual knows it all, so you have to study and you have to come to that point of understanding of where it is that you can make an informed decision based off the information you're getting from reputable sources who may not be as aware of one thing and more aware on another thing, as is myself. Don't take what it is that I take for as just being the spoken word, so to speak. Study it, review it, and then make your decision. No doubt about that. Yeah, so yes, the cat's claw is amazing. The cat's claw is absolutely terrible tasting though. So I don't know, are you bundling? What's up, Simply Natural? What's going on? So we've been dealing with a lot of things, guys. Those who have just come into the chat, you might want to go back to the front of the chat and check out the time from which you didn't get into the building. We was talking about herbs dealing with women's health. That's what we're dealing with today. And I gave some herbs specific to the PMS, specific to the menopause, as well as collagen boosting herbs that are great for the body and the connective tissues, guys. What's up, V? I see you. No doubt about it. So yeah. So again, guys, don't take it as you can't get foods that are acidic into the body, because the body again wants to be between 7.3 and I think 7.5 when it comes to the alkaline acidic ratio. Anything below 7.0 is considered acidic. Anything I think above 7.5 is considered alkaline. But the body wants to stay in between 7.5 and 7.3. So that tells you that the body doesn't want to be too alkaline, and it definitely doesn't want to be too acidic. But acidic, the body has organs that are acidic, which is the stomach, and you definitely need to have enough acid in the stomach to avoid the issues of heartburn and the inability to break down certain foods. All right. So we have to know that. You know what I mean? So definitely trying to make that out. Thanks, Mama B. We definitely need to try to circulate the videos or whatever and try to get things moving, especially the ones that are very informative when it comes to certain things, as this is called. I also did, for those who just stepping in the building, I did the cancer causing cosmetic ingredients. I know Simply Natural, she has her own line of cosmetics as well, guys. So you guys give her a shout out. And you know I have my hemp products as well. I have the hemp skin butter, and I have the hemp lotion. I have the hemp candle that works in a 3-in-1 fashion, meaning that you can burn it as a candle and use the wax as an oil. I found that the wax is great on my feet. It helps to keep the feet more soft. I utilize the skin butter more so on my face, hands, and body. I also have the lotion. I have the hemp seed massage and body oil that is specific for that. You don't have to have a massage. You can use it as a body oil. But I would use the oils on the body more so than I would on the face and hand. I would definitely use the skin butter for the whole body, but particularly for the face. It really has softened my skin, really has given me a shine back to the skin. All right. So again, guys, give a big shout out to check out my girl Simply Natural Black Life. She has a line of cosmetic products as well, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, Simply Natural, but she makes them herself, I believe. Again, I'm almost sure I'm saying right, but Simply Natural, definitely correct me if I'm wrong. All right. But again, guys, along with the cosmetic products that I'm selling, guys, I'm giving away a nutritional guide. I'm giving away a detox guide. I'm giving away a fasting guide for those who purchase the products. I usually sell these things as a bundle for $150 as part of a coaching type of aspect. These are the free things that I'm giving you guys. So again, the cosmetics, if you purchase any of those cosmetics, you get that as well. Because again, it's the key to a healthy body, healthy skin. Is not just what you're putting in internally, but also what you're putting on the skin as well, and what you're not putting on the skin. Many of us are putting cancer-causing agents and chemicals in the body via the cosmetics that we're using because we don't know better. You know what I mean? So we must do better. So with the help, with the hemp, with the acne, it's gonna be a combination of things. In order to get rid of the acne, guys, you're gonna want to clean up the system. Therefore, you're gonna want a cleaner, nutritional palette. The acne and all those things that are appearing on the skin is due in part to what it is that you're putting in the body that your body is having a allergic reaction to. So if you clean the diet up, you're going to go a long way in order to clear up the acne. You understand what I'm saying? So in that sense, cleaning up the diet, monitoring what it is that you're putting in your body, monitoring what it is you're taking as medication, along with healthy skincare products that are not toxic, that are not linked to cancers, it's going to go a long way in helping to correct the skin. And again, guys, and I'm not just saying this because I'm trying to sell you a product. I am trying to sell you a product. There ain't no doubt about it. Again, I must make money in order to be able to survive and in order to be able to come over here and do what it is that I'm trying to do. And to be honest with you, right now, I'm not making pretty much any money from the YouTube videos, although I'm sharing a ton of information. But I do have a line of products, again, that are beneficial for the body. So I've been utilizing the skin butter for about a month now, and I can tell a significant difference in the smoothness and the softness of my skin. And it has a natural glow to it now that it didn't have early on, even though I've been eating vegan plant-based for about 3 years. I still deal with some inflammation issues because of the umbilical hernia and just my sensitivity to foods that I destroyed my internal digestive system over the years. So some things I would never be able to go back to do, even if they are vegan friendly foods. Some things I just can't. I have a real limited amount of things that I can do because my system has been destroyed. You understand what I'm saying? And I recognize this. But again, when I look at my skin now, and this is not being arrogant, this is not self-indulgent type talk, but I literally see the difference from all the things that I'm doing. And I'm actually putting together a skin care formula, so to speak, not just the products that you apply topically, but the herbs that I believe are helping to generate the regeneration of the healthy skin that I'm experiencing at this point. So I'll definitely be putting that together. You know what I mean? I'm going to read some of the things back that I missed. Yeah. Yeah, Simply Natural. Please send me that. You got my email, right? Simply Natural. If not, I put both of them in here in the live chat. It's early on in the live chat. If you don't see that, Simply Natural. You know what I mean? All right. So what's up, V? I said what's up, I believe. Does him help with acne? Answer that, guys. Uh cool. Yeah. Yeah. So Simply Natural put down what it is that she has as well. So again, guys, check her out. Again, I'm about helping people because people have helped me as well. You know what I mean? So you definitely want to do that. But again, guys, so at the end of the day, that's what we're dealing with. You got to be aware of what it is that you're not only putting in your body, but what you're putting on your body. And you have to know for sure that anything that we are experiencing isn't simply just happening as a act of the evolution of people, that obviously that this is just happening and this is natural and it should be happening. Most of this stuff is happening because we don't understand what is natural and what is not natural. And we've been taught to believe in things that are not based in nature and accept things and utilize things that are not natural to the human physiology. Just because we can do it doesn't mean that we should be doing it. So we've confused the point of our ability to do something with the fact that doing something is actual natural because we can do it. That is not the case, and this is what is going on. Again, cancer isn't just happening because we are aging or it's being detected. Cancer is happening more so because of what it is that we have been exposed to from day one, what it is that we haven't done from day one, what it is that our parents didn't understand from day one. And especially if you were not breastfed, most of us, well, I'm speaking for myself, I know I wasn't. And I think most individuals, especially in the Black community, were not breastfed. And this has had a damaging effect on the system for the duration of our life, because the most important thing that you need day one when you come out of the womb is the breast milk from your mother, not that animal milk, not that fake I forget the other name of the milk that's out there, all the other variations of milk that are not from the mother's breast. This is detrimental to the development the of the baby. The baby needs that, and not just the fact that the baby needs the milk, but that attachment uh, piece of the baby being next to the mother and engaging with the mother in that way goes a long way for the mental and emotional stability of the baby as well. Not saying that those of us who were not breastfeed are not stable, but you would be or likely to be more stable if you was breastfed and you got that milk, as well as had the connection to the mother, the feel, touch connection that that baby need to ensure that it is still safe. And the only person the baby knows when it comes out is that mother. And that mother is the protection, is the guide for the baby, and the baby needs that, guys. And again, so if you're younger and you're on here, you definitely want to treat your body well enough that you have the ability to breastfeed your baby. A lot of individuals are not producing milk because they're not eating the proper diet. Again, this Western diet is not proper, guys. And I'm still guilty of eating things that may be vegan, but are not healthy. I still eat fries on an occasion. You know what I mean? Still eat chips. They're vegan chips. They're fries that are gluten-free and vegan, but they are not healthy in the sense of the word healthy. All right. So I'm not saying that you're gonna be able to accomplish these things without any setbacks. But at the end of the day, you must know that this stuff is not natural, and that's the problem. We are living in a society that promotes things that are not natural. We are not natural, guys. Not natural at all. I wouldn't recommend goat milk, Bumblebee, because I'm a vegan. So I don't eat anything or any byproducts that comes from an animal. However, that milk may be better than the cow's milk, but I don't trust any milk. And if you're not a baby, you shouldn't have to drink milk anyway. That's what milk is for. Milk is for children, not for grown folks. You know what I mean? We're not designed to continuously be drinking milk as we age. People think that you have to get the milk for the vitamin D, or is it vitamin D, vitamin C? I forget, for the calcium and those type of things. Calcium is found in many of the herbs, many of the plant-based foods that we eat. All you need in order to get the recommended amount of calcium is study and research the plants and the herbs that are natural that have the calcium in it. And also another point of thing is this, guys, the body can create its own calcium if it has certain minerals that are in place. And I believe it's phosphorus. I forget the other three, but I'll share that to you guys again. If the body has a significant amount of three certain minerals, the body will produce calcium itself. You know what I mean? So you have to be able to really be understanding of what it is that you don't understand, and understand that what you've been taught, for the most part, if it's definitely tied to the Western philosophy of approach to all things, then you need to study that and check that, and really need to go in and make sure that what it is that they're telling you cannot be disputed, which it can be disputed. And I'm telling you, it can be disputed. We just don't know the information, and we just don't take the time to look for the information. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, soaps. Simply Natural said the soaps definitely cause cancer. So yeah, guys, it's a ton of things that you're allowing into your system to that is going to help increase your chance of developing cancer. You understand what I'm saying? So it's definitely not just a thing that is happening to the human physiology as we age, as if we can do nothing about it. We do have a choice, but we have to be really aware of what it is that we are doing. And even if we are aware, and even if we are taking the approach that many of us are taking, the more natural approach to everything, you still can be afflicted with that cancer, because you have to step outside, and what they're putting in the environment is cancer causing as well. So you're up against a fight, but you can minimize your chances if you understand. And that's the key. Many of us don't understand and are not willing to understand. And we have become lazy as it concerns us doing the research, because the information is out there, guys. I'm not the only one with this information. I got this information because I chose to look, search, study, and things start to be revealed. But more importantly, guys, I understand nature to a certain degree without it coming from anybody specific as the information is concerned. Once you start to understand the body, you can understand what is natural and what isn't natural. And you don't have to have anybody to tell you that. It shows itself. Nature teaches us what it is that is natural if we have a wise enough, open enough mind to look into it and really question what it is that we've been conditioned into. All right, guys, I've been here long enough. I can't talk any longer. You guys have a great day. Again, support both Simply Natural and myself with the products. I'm doing a video coming up with all the stuff that I had earlier that you guys may have missed. I have it right in the video so that you can get the herbs, so you can see the cancer causing ingredients and those type of things. Again, guys, big shout out. Have a beautiful day. Sending you peace and love. Peace.